This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. Use code 295NUT for a $295.com or transfer. Defense Soap. Use code MMA Nuts for 15% off your entire order. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 188.
188.
My name is Ingo Weigold.
Matt Griffin's MMA show by MMA fans, for MMA fans, where we walk the line between serious and ridiculous. I think I'm going
Double tap, triple tap.
no legs stand holder, Ingo.
Okay.
I reject the water.
Yeah.
What's happening
This
week?
I don't know.
This week in the life of Ingo Weigold.
There's too many, I got my wife's birthday, Valentine's Day, my birthday, my son's birthday.
Happy birthday. Woo,
Thank you, 36. Matt got me these super sweet Vanderlei Silva, Rampage Jackson, Pride FC, bloody.
Yeah,
guys.
the only ones I see that are bloody.
Pretty epic. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers. And yeah, it's been nuts in my house. February is a really rough month because there's too much shit going on. So I'm looking forward to, my son just had a birthday party today. You guys were there. Has official birthdays in 2 days. So once that's over, he should settle down again, hopefully,
Yes.
and I can, relax.
Oh, Spider-Man will take care of everything, I'm sure.
He loves that outfit. This fucking kid. All of a sudden, he's like Spider-Man freak. Everything's Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. I asked him, why does he like him? He goes, because he's got web shooters. Like, why is that cool? He goes, it's just cool.
Nice.
He runs around the house with his little outfit trying to shoot people.
Awesome.
What's happening in your neck of the woods?
Just hoping for, I hear there's going to have warm weather out here, right?
40s. Oh, my God. 60 degrees warmer than it was like a month ago.
Melt of
At 40.
4 feet of snow that is
Crazy.
still sitting on everyone's fucking lawn, and it's ridiculous.
It's dangerous. You can't drive around because sometimes you try to pull into intersections. You can't fucking see anything. It's like a mountain of snow. You almost get yourself killed. And then I think it's supposed to snow again tonight.
It's right here.
3 to 4 inches.
Great.
What can you do?
Best fucking winter ever.
Yes.
We'll follow it up with the hottest summer ever.
I'm ready.
Hundreds
I'm ready.
degrees, 10 days straight.
Yeah.
Air conditioning hopefully working by then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you have that problem, don't you? I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
I gotta get some quotes. Actually, gotta remind me to send you pictures to send to your guy or something.
Okay. Yeah, send it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this summer. Our windows are all fucked up in the whole place. Like, I'm on the board at my, everybody's windows are fucked up. Ours leak, and you can just draft, you were saying.
Yeah.
I'm worried if the summer is that hot, it's like, I don't even know.
Your air conditioner's gonna blow up. I can't take it. I can't get below 74 degrees.
I'm going to have someone come out and look at the windows because I think you can either replace them all or they can come out and like repaint them for less.
Yeah.
Because it's just, they're bad. The upstairs are where we sleep. It's so fucking cold. Like it's 12 degrees colder than anywhere in the house because all the windows are just broken. Seals are all busted. Sucks. But speaking of which, any news happening?
Yeah. So news being brought to you by GoDaddy.
GoDaddy.com.
You get a $295.com code 295NUT.
Correct.
32% off, go 32 off 6, and 50% off of hosting with code 50host2.
You don't want to talk about any of these other ones?
There's 8 million of them. Go to the coupon tab on our page. Spend $3. Support the show.
Does 35 Save 2 still work? 35% off?
I don't know. There's a lot of
Try
codes. Just fucking click away. One of them will work. Anyways.
Yeah, you can go to our website too, MMANUTS.com, and then click on the coupons code button.
Yes.
And there's all the shit there. So thank you, GoDaddy. We love you.
Love you.
Not that much.
I do. I love you that much.
Okay, great.
Go gay for you, okay? Fuck it. I don't care.
All right.
I'm not proud, Ingo. I'm not proud.
You're not
So-
gay and proud?
Oh, yes, I am.
Okay, good.
I'm gay and I'm proud. Might as well be black while I'm at it, too.
Speaking of gay, what do you
What?
think about that football player coming out recently?
It's awesome. Good for him.
Do you think that's going to fuck with his draft, though?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I
But,
think people even said that. It's going to affect his draft position.
but what does that say about the NFL as a business and as a league? If all of a sudden this guy who's like a top prospect goes in the second, third round, fourth round, because he's gay, doesn't that say something negative about the NFL?
Yes.
So you think they may still draft him high anyways?
Someone will, and they should. I think people are afraid of distraction.
Mm-hmm.
If it's me, I don't give a fuck what you are. I'm taking you. If you're the best player available,
just don't try to blow me when I don't want a blowjob.
Nah, you could force it. No means yes in my world.
Okay. But no, I'm just saying, like, it seems strange that this shit's news because in this day and age, it's like, who cares? But it's sad that people still have to come out and literally come out, you know, publicly, and it's such a huge ordeal.
It is.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't. I don't care what people do.
Right.
Do whatever you want.
As long as you're not hurting anybody else.
Reason. Right.
Yes.
Right. There's some laws for some reasons.
Yes.
So.
News?
Moving right along. UFC Uniforms, Ingo.
Oh.
Coming down the pipeline. They said there's a deal with a major apparel company, and it says the uniforms will be head to toe, including fight shorts, walkout shirts, and hats, and every fighter in the UFC will wear it. There'll be several spaces on the shorts and shirt reserved for fighters and managers to sell their own sponsorships. Outside of those spots, the uniforms will consist mostly of UFC branded product and the brand of the apparel company. So if you're a fighter, do you think this is a good thing or not?
Well, my opinion is that from what I've been reading in the last couple of years, a lot of these guys are having a hard time getting sponsors to pay them any money, to the effect where some guys even, wasn't there a couple guys who came out with no sponsors, like to protest on their shorts?
Yeah, Cody McKenzie came out.
Yeah, because he just couldn't get sponsors. So
I think he lost his shorts too.
Maybe. Well, he's also crazy. But, I mean, I think it's both good and bad. The good part about it is that now you have, you know, mom and dad handling business for some of these lower tier fighters that could probably do a better job selling, you know, sponsorship. Now, is mom and dad going to share the wealth? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
If this means increase in pay for fighters, I'm all for it. I'm a little worried about it making everything very generic, because now part of the thing that I like about MMA is that the crazy logos and the banners and everybody looks different, you know. Now are they all going to be just cookie cutter?
Right, because you lose the iconic fight shorts for certain people. So you could think of a Chuck Liddell in his fucking blue Iceman shorts, Rich Franklin in his pink and brown shorts, Shogun with the fucking bad boy, Dennis Ballman with the Speedo training mask fucking shorts.
Would this be like basketball where they have like specialized shorts for special guys? Like if you're a top tier fighter, like you got your, you know, like your John Jones Speedos or something? I don't know.
I don't know. It seems fucked up. I don't want daddy to get me my sponsorships if I'm a fighter. If I'm a fighter, I want to do it on my own, because anytime you're bringing someone else into the picture, you lose a percentage. And I don't see the UFC particularly paying these guys. They might. I mean, I guess that's still to be determined.
Yeah.
But say you're a John Jones and now you only get 10% of the space that you could sell before.
But does he need the money?
Fuck yeah, why not?
I don't
know. If you're on the top of the game, you only have, you know, how many years as a fighter to make your green. And then you look at a guy like we were just talking beforehand, Chris Lieben, who said he wish he was a truck driver now, because there is no retirement plan for these guys. If you didn't invest your money wisely, if you didn't pay fucking taxes,
you're fucked.
Pretty much. So
pay your taxes, motherfuckers. Look at what's that actor guy? Fucking never pay taxes.
Oh yeah,
Wesley Snipes.
Snipes.
Don't be like him.
Yeah, that's not good.
They will take your ass to jail, no matter how rich and famous you are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean,
I guess we still have to wait for all the details because it's still preliminary. But
I'm just picturing everybody looking the same, and it's making me
I
ill.
don't like it. I don't like it. I love the variation. Like,
yes.
oh, what is this guy wearing?
Yeah.
Fucking Condom Depot. Fuck yeah. Okay, rock and roll.
I don't think they allow that
variety.
sponsor anymore.
No, they're all high society.
Yeah.
All the top level brands.
You never know. It could be good. Could be bad. Who's the big? It's probably Adidas. I have a feeling.
It's gonna be one of the big ones.
Maybe Nike, Reebok.
Nike, Reebok. One of those two. My bet would be Nike, but we'll see. Sponsor a whole league. That's gonna be some cabbage for the UFC. Not so much for the fighter. Moving right along. No more submission of the night. No more KO of the night. Now we have what? Performance of the night?
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what that means. Are they only giving one, or are they giving multiples?
Well, there's two of those to give out. So you get a fight of the night, and then you'll give out 2 performance of the nights.
What's the difference?
Exactly. A name change. I think it's gay. Can I say that? I just did.
You did.
Oh! Or should I say it's retarded?
I was gonna say retarded.
Is that better?
No. It's equally bad.
It's lose-lose. But the point is, I don't like it. I just don't like it. Because now you had guys, I think Joe Lauzon goes down as the guy who has the most submission of the nights.
Mm-hmm.
But was there a need for a change? To me, it was one of those things, it ain't broke, don't fix it.
What is, I just don't understand what's performance of the night.
It can be
versus,
anything now.
Well, versus fight of the night, though.
It could be another fight of the night. It could be a submission of the night. It could be a KO of the night. It could be that guy had cool-looking UFC-branded fight shorts. I don't care.
So, wait, if there's no knockouts, or if there's 2 badass submissions,
right.
now they can give out 2 awards to those guys.
Right.
Oh, I see. Whatever. I don't know.
They could have done that.
Just pay the people who finish shit. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Pay them this money. Pay the man his money.
It should be a finishing bonus. Finish bonus. Not performance of the
Yes.
night.
I don't know.
I don't either. John Jones wants to have a jiu-jitsu match with Joe Lauzon, and he also wants to have both of his hands taped together. I think John Jones thinks he's in the Gracie family because this reminds me of the Gracie challenges, where I think it was Helio used to throw it out there, and he would challenge anybody with his hands taped
tied together.
Yeah, fuck you. I'll take on all comers with my hands tied together. Who do you think wins that one?
Well, the thing is,
even it's with gi.
Lauzon is really good at the armbar, so I'm wondering if that would actually hurt him because John's is going to be tied together. It's hard to armbar a guy when the arms are connected. I mean, Joe Lauzon all day for me.
And this was a John Jones thing. He called out
right.
Lauzon. That's a big move to do when you're 50 pounds heavier than the guy. You call out the little man.
It does not matter.
I will beat you with both of my hands tied. Yeah, well, you're fucking weigh a minimum of 50 pounds more than the guy. And I hope that comes to fruition. Because I don't like it. Or I do like it.
I don't know. It's never going to happen.
Never going to happen.
But it should.
It should.
In a perfect world. Metamoris. Do it, guys.
Yeah.
Do it.
Metamoris 4.
The UFC will never allow it. Well, they let Brendan Schaub. So.
Yeah, that was epic. That guy is he is the best of the best, Dingo.
He is the bestest ever.
He's like Eric Roberts. Isn't he in that movie? Isn't there a movie? The best of the best? Sure. I'll put it up.
Sounds
He's in
right.
something.
Is that the one where they're fighting like the Koreans?
I don't know.
Best of the best?
Maybe.
I think so. Where he's got the one guy who's got the crazy spinning back kick and he's knocking everybody out.
Okay.
Roberts with the long hair, right?
Sure.
He gets his shoulder dislocated all the time. Is that the movie what I'm thinking about?
I don't know what the movie is. I just know the
Taekwondo
name
team?
and a person.
Yeah, that's the movie.
See, great.
Good old school.
We make a good team here. I'll just throw shit out. He knows it.
It's a good movie, man.
See?
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Fucking that guy is on. What the fuck is his name? He's got the. God, he played Darth Vader. Oh man, he's in that movie too.
You gotta give me some more hints. He played Darth Vader.
Samuel Jackson, Tommy. No, he was in Field of Dreams. What the fuck?
James Earl Jones.
That's it. Thank you.
He was the
coach.
Give me the voice.
He was the coach.
Mufasa.
Oh, really?
He's the
He's
voice
also
of
Mufasa. Okay. The Lion King.
Circle of life, Ingo.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Speaking of circles,
what?
Since you said circles, let me show you something
yes,
because
please.
I've been waiting to show you this.
Great.
This is amazing. Someone sent me this week. A friend of mine on the Facebook. No, it's not gonna work. Check out. Oh no, here we go. Check out this fucking guy making his goddamn pancakes. Here. Gotta show you.
Is he making a pizza?
No, he's making crepes in Spain. Look at him. This is a man who's fucking loving life, dude. He's doing the simplest job ever. And he's making these. Look at him go. Look at him. He's like happy.
Yeah, he is.
He's very happy. That's Nutella, by the way. Oh, it's the nectar of the gods.
Is it?
He's like having a good time.
Like honey?
Yeah, look at him. Look at him go. Look at him go. He's dancing. He's like, oh yeah, here's your crepe. Here you go. Here you go. Look at how efficient this fucker is. He's from Spain.
Very sanitary.
Huh?
It's all Well, he's not even looking. Look at that. No look.
It's a no look.
No look crepe throw.
He's the man. But I thought this was pretty cool. There's a bunch of videos of this guy. I guess he was.
What is that nonsense?
It's a mountain of ice cream.
It's Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. Look at him. Look at how freaking fast he is.
How are you getting that in there? Oh, fuck you.
Bam.
Done.
Look at that. He's not even looking. He's just making the shit.
That was no look.
This is what I'm saying.
He's a Michael Jordan of fucking crepe making.
You don't see this kind of shit in America.
He's the Anderson Silva of crepe making.
Bam.
That one's been cooking forever. I don't know if I want that one.
I find it fascinating. He's just a guy making a crepe, and he's so good at it. I think he was on the Food Network too. Look at that, bananas, nuts, little whipped cream.
Now I'm all hungry.
See what I mean? Anyways, I'll send you this.
All right,
you can put it if you like, but
yes.
Check it out. His name is Juan. He's from Spain.
We need more crepe makers. Bingo.
I love crepes. I just don't like making them. It's a fucking pain in the ass.
They're very thin.
Huh?
I said they're very thin.
They're fattening.
You make a delicious crepe.
Can you have crepes?
Gluten-free, of course.
I was almost gonna make pancakes. I mean, not pancakes. Waffles today with that mix, but I was worried it wouldn't rise. I don't know if the gluten-free.
Yeah.
Have you made waffles with that stuff?
No.
Okay.
Because I think all of our waffle makers are tainted with gluten.
That's the other thing is we use our waffle maker with regular waffles.
Yeah.
So
You gotta have.
I don't want to kill you.
Thanks. You gotta have separate.
I'm still amazed that you have, unless you're being nice, you've never come to my house and been fucked
I'm not
up.
afraid to say,
Like,
you fucked me up.
How many meals have I cooked and you've never gotten sick? And, I mean, I try not to, but you know the odds of, contaminating something are pretty high.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened. So.
No. Like when I eat at my mom's, there's about a 50% chance about getting ill. But hey, it's neither here nor there. It's made with love. That's what's important.
I make mine with love, my special man love.
This is own man Guen. This is banana special.
Yes.
Thanks.
But my man love is probably full of gluten, so you'd be really fucked.
Yeah. Chock full of protein, though.
Protein and gluten.
And hemp.
Sperm full of protein? I don't know.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's what you tell the ladies.
It's healthy. It's good for your figure.
It's good for your health.
It's diuretic and a fat burner.
Yeah.
Yes.
You'll lose 10 pounds a week.
Immediately!
Just try to take as much, ingest it, and always anally.
Okay.
You lose more weight that way. So GSP wants to fight Anderson Silva or Brock Lesnar.
Oh, GSP.
He says, some fighters want to fight me because of my name, others for money. I would fight Anderson Silva. I would even fight Brock Lesnar if it's a fair fight.
How's that fair fight? George, are you high?
I'm not quite sure.
He's had too much time with the aliens and in his dark place.
Yes, he says he's not afraid of anyone, but I'm not stupid. Many people think that a fight shows who's the toughest, but that's not my case. I see things in a professional, intelligent way.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with Bizarro GSP? I kind of like this GSP more.
It's very strange.
He's getting real lippy.
And him and Dana are like, at odds, and they got words going back and forth.
It's the odd couple now.
And he's still in the corner. He cornered Carmont, and he was in there. And is he going to reach Randy Couture status soon, where he's not going to be allowed near the?
He's right on the borderline of it.
Some of this shit's just crazy.
I love it. I love this GSP. You should be talking more shit.
I think he's just trying to stay relevant.
He's trying to go heel. He's going rogue now.
Maybe that's it.
He knows it's more profitable.
He's gonna come out and have like 3 black girlfriends and have 6 babies and be all gangster, get one of those grills, like sideways
Rampage.
cap, big ass chain.
Wear a big chain like Rampage. Fuck yeah.
He'll come out. I tried the nice lifestyle. I'm not this nice guy no more.
I'm down with it. I love this one.
Yeah. Speaking of which, are you still watching The Ultimate Fighter?
Is that even a show?
Yes, it's good this year. Canada versus Australia. Good fights, no bullshit. It's a good show. I'm all for it. One of the best seasons I've seen in a long time. You should check it out. It's worth it.
No, sorry.
I like Patrick Cote.
I do like him.
He's fucking cool. So, anyways, what else you got?
Tito Ortiz steps down as Cris Cyborg's manager. This is just another option for me to put a Cris Cyborg picture up here. That's the reason I mentioned it.
You love Cris Cyborg. I guess he couldn't handle giving her injections anymore?
Something like that. He says he didn't want to stand in the way of fans from getting the fight they want to see, and he doesn't want to hold Cris back, so he's stepping down as their manager. So.
Okay.
Good for him.
Couldn't get the needle in anymore. Too much gluteus
It's too
maximus.
solid.
Yep.
It's hard to jab yourself in the ass with the needle. What? You need friends. You don't want to hit the nerve, Ango. You'll shut your whole body down.
Is that what happens?
Yeah. Okay. You'll go right to the floor. I don't know.
It's not worth it.
I don't know. I'm just talking.
Got to get that gel. Androgel.
Yeah, now they got all the nice stuff where you don't have to inject.
Causes armpit cancer.
I'm sure. Well, that's what they say, right? People are stroking and having heart attacks or something. That's the rumor.
The gel on their cock and balls? Come on, people. Seriously. That's ridiculous.
When did I say putting gel on your cock and balls?
Well, that's what you said.
No, I just said people are having heart attacks and strokes.
Oh, I thought you were saying... Never mind. Sorry.
Here's it's cock and balls. What are you people doing?
I don't know. Nothing.
For good coffee. Can I mention coffee is delicious?
Why are you drinking coffee? I was wondering. I'm like, yeah. Coffee.
Because it's delicious.
Coffee,
beer, prelude to
beer,
something.
coffee.
Yeah.
Prelude to what?
I don't know. New sponsor. Moving right along.
Are we going to talk about this UFC that just happened?
Possibly. I got one more thing if I can find a slide mover.
Okay. What else you got?
A little conspiracy of the week. The UFC is becoming Krispy Kreme Donuts.
Ooh, nice. As in sweet, delicious, and warm?
Yes. Meaning they are popping up everywhere, over expanding. Look at all the toughs you even see. You have what? Tough Nations, Tough China, tough fucking Brazil. Homeless guy. I don't even know.
Tough Brazil.
Yes.
Happening.
Yeah. Over expanding. You can't even look at every weekend. I just looked at March. Every week there's a fucking UFC.
It's sad.
And cards are starting to get a little bit thin. You used to be the whole fight card. I would look forward to every fight on the card.
Yeah.
Then it was the whole main card. And now we're at the point where there might be 2 fights on the main card I'm interested in watching.
Case in point,
like,
this episode.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, are they going to hit that point where you've watered it down too much and then you're going to have to fucking contract everything back in?
I don't know. I feel like they hit that point a while ago, but the other thought is maybe they just don't want to give people time to explore other shows. So if they figure if they have so many events, then if people follow the UFC, they won't have time to watch Bellator or Worlds. There's just not enough time.
We'll just suck you in because we have content 24/7. Yeah. Get the Fight Pass.
Isn't there going to be a UFC network too? I was reading something that's going to happen.
Probably. I wonder if the Fight Pass is the prelude to that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I love MMA, but Jesus, I can't watch it 24/7. I mean, this is not.
No.
The part of the fun of it is like the build up,
right? And I feel like we've lost that build up. It used to be fun. Well, I still go back to the old days. I liked it every 3 months, but granted, that is a little too
once
far
a month,
out. But
it's good for me.
Yeah, you got to fucking stack a card once a month. Yeah. We're not getting that. It's literally 2 fights on the main card. I'm semi-interested in seeing. There really hasn't been a solid card except for here and there.
We need more UFC 100, Dana White.
Yeah.
Less
you'll never
UFC
eclipse
75.
That epicness. Brock Lesnar, Frank Mir, GSP, Thiago Alves, Dan Henderson, Michael Bisping. John Jones is probably even on there.
Bisping. Yeah, it's too bad. I mean, at least what they could do is if they could, the Super Bowl card wasn't even that great. They could give us like, I love that picture. It's amazing. Dana, is his head getting fatter too? Like,
I don't know when that picture.
Seems like it's getting bigger. But did you stretch that picture? His head looks like it's getting larger.
I just grabbed one. It looked fresh.
They should at least give us epic cards like 3-4 times a year, where it's just like if you're an MMA fan, you have no choice but to buy it. But I didn't feel like we got that last year.
No, or start charging less for subpar cards.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we have the option as fans to not buy that. We will use that option, but come on. I'd still like getting together with a bunch of friends and
with a bunch of dudes
and fucking
having a dude fest.
Grilling out.
Eating some meat.
That's right. Putting meat in our mouths.
That's right.
That's what it's all about, man. Meat
all about
in your mouths.
That's right.
So I'm just getting a little concerned. Not very, just a little. I don't think the UFC is ever going to go away, but just from a fan standpoint, it's getting watered down. That's all. That's the point I'm making here. Moving right along. You ready to recap?
I'm ready.
UFC Fight Night 36. Recap brought to you by Onnit, Ingo.
Onnit.com, where you can use Onnit.com/MMANUTS and you can save 10%.
Yes.
Off your order.
Get all your supplements. Get your fucking kettlebells, your zombie bells, your battle ropes, your beat off hemp, your soap on the rope. No, not soap. It's
bulletproof
training.
Coffee. Hey.
Where are you at?
I don't know. But go there. Their supplements are square.
Scores as 8-4. Ingo's dominating at 9-3.
Yes.
It's tied. I was tied with 8-4. So overall, I'm 22-13. Ingo is 25-10. The Magic 8-Ball is 22
Still in
and
lead.
13.
This is my year.
He's at 71.4%. He's
Yes.
still way ahead of his 5 seasons average. Just enjoy it now. Just ride that gravy train.
Smart money
just a matter of
says
time,
bet against me and bet against me often. This trend will not continue.
You got a good shot. Just ride it out. Okay. You're the best ever. Just go with it. Say, I am the smartest man alive
I am
right
the greatest.
now. That's right. For at least 4 more weeks.
Yep.
Until the Magic 8-Ball surpasses us both. I don't like how it keeps getting better also, the Magic 8-Ball. Like, holy fuck, it was really shit. It had like a 45% season, a 50%. Now it's in the 60s. We got a problem. I don't know what that says.
It's weird.
It's scary. I channel shit with it.
Uh-huh.
Like an exorcist or something.
Okay. What do you want to talk about first?
I don't know. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go right to Souza, Carmont? Or do you want to mention the Silva fight?
Well, we could, but I just have a... There was the... Is that the Silva fight? Yeah, where he like freaking...
Heel kicked him?
Yes. No.
What do you think about?
Which fight was it where the Brazilian guy was celebrating because he knocked the other guy down and they ended up losing?
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't know.
I mean, hello. It's like a flash knockdown. He's like, yeah! And then the guy recovered. I forgot which fight it was. Son of a bitch.
Oh, no.
You guys know what I'm talking about, but... I mean, premature celebration, not a good idea.
It's Husamar Palhara. It's Dan Miller.
Yeah, and then he lost the decision. Because if he wouldn't have done that, he could have followed it up and maybe finished it right there. But Charles Oliveira looked pretty good. I think continually improving. He was tested, strong wrestling. And Ogle is no joke. That guy's pretty fucking tough. But he ended up, pulling out the submission late, third. So let's talk about, what do you want to talk about? Jacare's fight? Jacare versus...
And the first thing I want to mention about this fight, and I'm going to have to go back and pull the picture up, but did you notice GSP pouring water on the back of Carmont before the fight started?
No.
GSP leaned over and started throwing water on his back.
No, I didn't notice that. Trying to lube him up?
Yep. Watch those takedowns. Make him a little slippery. I'm not calling GSP a cheater, but GSP's a cheater.
Didn't he bathe himself in baby oil?
Probably did.
BJ Penn said he did that.
But I'll post the pictures up, not video, because people will cry. Fucking copyright. But anyway,
I did not see that, but
I did.
Interesting observation, Matt.
There you go. That's what I'm here for. That and the porn.
Yeah.
Or the bag of dicks, who's going to be sent out next week. This fight just seemed like a lot of back control and a lot of body triangle. Mm-hmm. That was about it.
Well, I'm impressed with Carmont's ability to fend off perhaps the best grappler in MMA at this point.
Sure.
Best submission artist. But I would say that Jacare looked like he may have been pacing himself, in a sense. Very calm, not really going for broke necessarily, but just keeping the fight in control, keeping it where he wants it. And, it didn't look his best, but Carmont is a tough dude, and it seemed like he's strong as shit, too. So, props to him. What do you think is going to happen with Jacare?
I think he should get the next title shot.
Because they're talking like Machida, Jacare.
Yeah, I don't like that fight. You can't, because I think both those guys should get title shots at some point, and you shouldn't fuck either of them up by pitting them against each other right now. That's what I say.
I like it. I concur.
Thank you. So give Souza the first title shot. That's how I'd see it right now.
Versus Weidman?
Yeah, winner of Weidman Belfort.
Okay. I like either one. Interesting matchup.
And then we'll go to Machida versus Mousasi. And I want to mention the hat grabbers.
Oh, yeah.
Before we start. Mousasi fended off the hat grabber. He slipped. And I'll put the pictures up. I got pictures for this. He slips at the fucking hat grabber's hand, and then he throws up a fucking strike at the person.
Don't touch my hat, motherfucker.
Machida, not so elusive.
But Machida turned around, gave him the dragon eyes.
Motherfucker, give that hat back. Motherfucker gave his hat back.
Oh, yeah, immediately.
It's interesting.
Smart move.
Yeah, very interesting.
I wonder if he would go in the stands and, like...
I thought that was going to happen. Mousasi looked like he would, a la the Hanson brothers from Slapshot, going up in the stands because someone threw a fucking key ring at him.
Oh, yeah.
You got to do that sometimes. But I fell asleep watching this fight,
Yeah, it was pretty hard to watch. It was very technical. We got a lot of Machida moving left, a lot of Mousasi struggling to even hit him.
1-2.
Couldn't get in there.
1-2. Obviously, he doesn't watch our show and didn't listen to the throw 5-strike combination to cut Machida off. And even when he had him against the cage, he didn't fucking do anything.
No.
He was a step slow the whole fight, and Machida looked extremely fast at fucking 85.
Yes, he did.
Shit.
Crazy fast.
And do whatever he wanted.
He caught Mousasi with that kick to the fucking head, like second or third round. I couldn't believe he was still standing there.
Yeah, he ate some good shots.
Oh my God. But, you know, I got to give it to Mousasi in defeat, very gracious. Just took, you know, said, hey, I just never got going. It just, you know, he was there all night long. So, unlike some of the other fighters we've heard who've complained about this or that injury or whatever else.
Is he Brazilian?
Mousasi? No.
Yeah.
He is not.
Just double checking.
But, you know, I think it was a technical matchup like we thought it would be.
It was either going to be the most exciting fight or the most boring. And
yeah.
To me, it put me to sleep. So
yeah, it was
neither here nor there.
Best. So next for Machida-san.
Well, they said no title shot for him yet. They want to see what happens with Weidman, Belfort. So I don't know why they need to wait and see who wins before they decide if Machida is going to get it or I guess if Jacare is going to get it. I don't understand that, why you're waiting now. I just give it to Souza.
Well, because I think if Belfort wins, Machida should get the shot.
Why doesn't he get it if Weidman wins, though?
Because it's more interesting to see Jacare versus Weidman, wrestler versus grappler. I think it's just my opinion, unless they want to go the opposite direction. But I don't think Machida versus Weidman sounds like a boring fight to me. I don't know if Weidman can get his hands on the guy.
I don't know.
You know, remember Tito when they fought Machida? Could never like fucking.
He triangled them in the third round.
What's that?
Remember Tito threw that triangle up on Machida in the third, but he got out of it.
Yeah, but he was frustrated. He just couldn't. It was the whole fight. Just
it was so elusive.
I don't know.
I remember all that talk. Hate it. Hate this style.
Yes. We'll see.
Yes.
Time shall tell.
I don't know what to do with Mousasi.
At 85, I don't know either. I mean, I'd love to see him go up against another striker, although I don't know who that would be. I haven't checked the schedule to see who's free, but you know, I'd like a pure striker. Mousasi definitely.
I like that. Moving right along and go.
Moving along. What are we doing? Where are we at?
UFC 170. Who's it being brought to you by?
It's brought to you by
Defenso,
where you can save 15% by using code MMANUTS on defensoap.com. Use all your shit, soap, laundry detergent, fucking, I don't know. They got a lot of stuff. They got like stuff that you can clean your feet with. So if you're like at a gym and people have got dirty feet, you can buy this like tub. You can put it at the edge of the mats and have people step into it, clean their feet before they get on the mats. Because some dirty motherfuckers. They go in the bathroom like with no shoes on and shit, and then they come out. You know, and after a while, like at the gym, it's like a trail of pee everywhere. It's disgusting. So, defensoap.com, MMANUTS, 15% off your order, sirs.
That's right.
So, and apparently people have been using our codes a lot. Because a guy emailed me this week. He's like, would you guys run some kind of special promo? I got like, your code was used like 6 times in half an hour. I'm like, I don't know.
We're making it rain.
Like, we put it out there, you know,
That's
whatever.
Right.
Use our codes. Be clean, motherfuckers.
That's right.
So, what are we doing? UFC 170?
Yep.
All right.
Where's this one going down?
It's happening at
Vegas?
the Mandalay Bay, February 22nd. Featuring
right around the corner.
A strange, I don't know, this cover art for this is weird. It's like Rousey has like a second head growing out of her head, something weird. But yeah, it's headlined by Rousey versus McMann. Kind of strange. I haven't heard much buzz surrounding this event. Why is that? Because last time it was like you couldn't.
I don't know. I've heard nothing. I mean, they kind of tried to promote the Cormier. The weird one is they're promoting the Cormier fight. I forgot who's stepping in on short notice to fight him.
Patrick Cummins, who's like old training partner.
Yeah.
But that whole interview was weird. Like, it felt really strangely like fabricated and you know like WWE, like WEC, WEC.
I'm not calling you Pat. I'm calling you Patrick.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're talking about like betting his fight purse 30%, and he's like, you never made that much money in your life, like whatever. I'm like, what are you guys? Okay, whatever. It's pretty weird. but I don't think we're covering that, are we?
No.
It should be Cormier all the way.
Yes.
Easily. So
done deal.
We're
gonna do the first fight. You ready for it?
I am ready.
I'll give you the Brazilian pronunciation. We got Rory,
the Canadian Psycho.
MacDonald. He's 15-2 versus Demain. Maia. He is 18-5. MacDonald. 40% of his wins by KO, 40% by submission. Maia. 17% of his wins by KO, 50% by submission.
See.
Yay. So MacDonald is coming into this fight with the loss of Robbie Lawler. He wants to play the kicky game and try to stall out the opponent's strategy, which didn't really work out. And then Maia is coming into this fight off that loss to Jake Shields in Brazil, where I think the weight cut may have been an issue. He might have had an injury, might have been sick. Not quite sure.
Yes.
Some stuff going on.
He is Brazilian, after all.
It's true. I think he broke his dick. I don't know. But I have a tough time picking against Maia, but I think I got to pick against Maia. Even though
I was hoping you weren't going to say that.
I just feel that Rory has... I think you're going to see a different Rory come out after that loss because he really thought he won that fight.
Yep.
And if Rory is smart, he should make it a boxing match because I think that's where he would excel over Maia. Although Maia's stand-up has improved, I don't think it's to where MacDonald is at with the stand-up. And MacDonald would be wise to not throw the kicks against Maia to try to avoid the takedowns. And I think MacDonald would be all right on the ground. I don't think he's going to get submitted. But we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Because Maia, he's been trying to go back to his roots of the jiu-jitsu. And it worked against the stun gun.
Oh, yes.
Like, broke his ribs and throw him down. But
Ellenberger?
Yeah.
The bloody brain crank?
Yeah. Like, his fucking brain juice is coming out of his nose.
Yeah.
Or was that Rick Story? I don't know.
Ellenberger? Rick Story? Who the fuck did he fight? Rick Story? Rick Story. Sorry.
Don't worry.
MacDonald fought Ellenberger.
Yeah.
I get those two confused all the time.
It's very confusing. This game of MMA is very incestuous.
It's like the Game of Thrones.
Yes, which is, did you see the trailer that they put out?
I did.
And it gave away too much. There's too much in there. I had to look at it once and run away.
Look away.
One eye open.
Superstar.
That's how I sleep.
One eye
Superstar. What?
That was a good movie. That was a good movie,
What's
man.
going
I
on?
laughed my ass off at that movie.
Which one?
That Superstar movie. Fuck, is that chick from Saturday Night Live? I forgot what the name of the movie was. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Never mind.
It's all good. Usually I do, sometimes I don't.
Yes.
So, back to this fight. I got to pick MacDonald. I don't think he's going to finish Maia, but the other concern is Maia in the third round. I could see MacDonald pushing a pace on Maia and kind of gassing him out a little bit, especially if he has trouble cutting the weight. Conditioning is not going to be there.
MacDonald's gigantic.
He should. And what if he goes to, who is it, the Nick Diaz or the Nate Diaz fight where he's suplexing? It could be a possibility.
Okay.
I know you probably want to keep the distance, but let's see what happens. I like MacDonald with the decision.
Okay.
What do you like?
I came in here today thinking that MacDonald all the way. The thing is, though, is I don't know, like, I don't think MacDonald's ever fought a grappler quite this talented.
No, not this high level.
And it's given that, the Demain of a year ago, I would say for sure loses this fight because he was intent on playing the stand-up game with guys.
Yeah.
But given his last few fights, I feel like he's back to his roots, like you said. And on the ground, I mean, he's fought some of the best in MMA and been able to submit them and finish them. And if he plays that game of get him against the cage, get a hold of him any way possible and just drag him down to the ground any way possible. I know Rory's good, but I'd say out of all the weaknesses he has, the ground game maybe his least skilled position. I think he's a much better striker than he is a grappler. His wrestling's pretty good, but I don't know that he's going to want to take Demain down. I think it's going to be a drag him out fight. Damian's a tough dude. I think Rory takes the first. The second is like one of those turning point rounds, and then in the third, Demain gets the submission. I'm feeling like a rear naked choke type
Nope.
situation.
That wouldn't upset my feelings.
Yeah,
I'd
I'd like to see him win, so my heart's kind of in his corner a bit. Smart money says probably Rory wins. A younger guy, the Hungry Lion, coming off a big loss.
Probably. Supposed to be the next GSP.
But I just,
there.
I saw some holes in his game the last few.
Some hoes in Rory's game?
Yes, I did. So I got to go Maia submission in the third.
Great.
Middle third, hopefully. Right. Please, don't let us down.
Yes. Magic 8 Ball.
Survey says.
Well, I wasn't focused when I asked. I wasn't either.
Because you can't have asked this shit. Yeah. Ask me for reals.
Demain Maia. Magic 8 Ball. Take us right into the main event.
Oh, here we go.
All right, we got Honda.
Rousey.
She's 8-0 versus Sara.
I got no nickname.
McMann, she's 7-0. Rousey, 100% wins by submission, armbar. McMann, 14% of wins by KO, 43% by submission. What do you think about?
Well, here's the thing. I mean, these guys are both Olympic medalists.
These girls or these guys?
Girls, sorry, girls. Ladies.
These
ladies.
Women's.
The women's with a Z.
Booby havers.
You got judo versus wrestling, basically.
Yes.
And
Olympian versus Olympian. Right. Medal Olympians.
Yes.
With Rousey with the 2008 bronze medal in judo, and McMann with the silver medal in freestyle wrestling in 2004.
Yes. So I would say that the level of competition, there's definitely a big difference here. McMann is fighting girls like Shayna Baszler, and I think she fought Sheila Gaff in the UFC as her last fight and won. But I mean, I have a hard time picking against Rousey. I feel like her striking's come a long way. If you look at her last fight with Miesha Tate, Tate is a great wrestler, but still, even when she had dominant position, couldn't keep Rousey down. Rousey was able to work from bottom to get back to the top and get the armbar. That armbar is ridiculous. It's so fucking, it's coming. You can't stop it. Nobody can stop it.
All fights. It's how she's won.
Yeah. And I think the only way you beat Ronda Rousey is to take her all the way into deep water. You got to get into the 4th and 5th round against her, and then you have a chance because she might run out of gas.
How about keep it stable? I think your best bet is to keep the distance, too.
But how's a wrestler going to do that?
She's not.
So I'm thinking Ronda Rousey, and I'm thinking this time Ronda Rousey quick. I'm talking
broken arm.
Minute and a half.
10 seconds.
90 seconds or less.
Flying arm bar. Just fucking 3-second arm broke.
Yeah. I don't see any. I mean, I just don't. There's not one area where I feel like, Rousey doesn't win. So what do you think?
I agree. It's going to be a first-round armbar because even McMann, okay, so she's going to come out. If she gets the takedown, then what? Like, her top game isn't great either.
Yeah.
And you look at, you're in freestyle wrestling, and that's what you were, I don't know, how many years did you pursue that for? Numerous. There's no submissions in there. So it's a difference of, you look at judo, you can submit, and you're honing certain skills. The judo seems more honed for MMA as you have finishing.
Yeah, I agree. Because judo at least has submissions in it, where wrestling is, And she doesn't look that good from the top either. I think in the last few fights, it's not like she was dominant.
No, she'll get swept, and people are throwing submissions on her. She's been crafty enough to get out of them, but against Rousey, if you get on top, she's going to fucking slap that armbar on you and snap that shit.
I agree.
And then also, good luck on headlining a card now. You've never headlined a card. And she claims that she's had all this high-level experience and, fought or wrestled in the Olympics, so she should be used to it. No. You're at a main event in the UFC now. It's going to be a big deal. And we'll see how she comes out, too. Is she going to come out like Miesha Tate, all smiley, giggly? I'm happy. This is my first time main eventing. I think she's going home with a broken arm.
Possibly. Tap early, tap often. Live to fight another day, please.
Or something. Magic 8 Ball. Very doubtful. Oh, Sara McMann. Good luck with that one.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Maybe it knows something we don't know.
It might. Moving right along.
Ooh, my favorite part of the show.
Ask the nuts. Who does this one want to be brought to you by? Go
Uh,
ahead, pick a sponsor, Ango.
how about Stamps.com? We can go to Stamps.com and click the little radio button and enter code MMA, and you can save like a shit ton of money.
You need. Yes, that's what it's all about. It's about doing first class mail because you can't print it at home. So every T-shirt winner, I haul my ass to the fucking post office.
Yeah, and you get your free
If
digital
I didn't
scale.
have this.
So listen, sign up anyways because I know you motherfuckers like to weigh shit. So
You
you
get a
need a
free
scale.
trial.
You need a scale. It's
I think you get to keep the scale even if you don't keep the free trial. I'm just saying.
Because that shit's not expensive. You can buy those on Amazon too for like $20. But
Yeah.
don't do that. Go to
It's neither here
Stamps.com.
or there.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on.
Moving on.
Yes. There have been too many questions, so don't cry if I don't ask your question.
Please narrow it down to like less than 100.
There were numerous.
I have to pee.
You want to take a break?
No.
Good. Ryan Smith asks, do you think Dana White makes decisions with his ego instead of his brain, with the idea of UFC uniforms for fighters, blasting guys like over him because he didn't think he's hurt, and not signing Melendez only because his manager is friends with GSP? Seems like he's not making smart decisions for the UFC's future, in my opinion. What do you think?
God knows what he's thinking. I think, yeah, maybe. The man, when does he sleep? I'm sure sometimes he's cranky.
He's probably on Adderall or Provigil, whatever
pissed.
those cocaine.
He's a cranky man, so sometimes
Legend.
you get on his wrong side, it's not good. We forgot to talk about that. I can't believe Gilbert Melendez is having contract problems. Really? Seriously?
Well, I think someone's going to ask this question later, but I think it's Cesar Gracie. It's the whole camp. They've had issues with all these guys, from the Diaz's to Melendez.
Call us. We'll manage your ass. Don't worry.
What's a good fighter? 50%?
65.
65 us, 35 you?
Correct.
Done. Make that shit happen all
Yes.
day. We're
We'll
the
take care of
best
it.
in the
Don't-
business.
Don't worry about it. We'll take care
Golf
of it.
Balls Boutique, only in Brooklyn. What?
I don't know.
Is your name Michael Diamond?
No.
My name is Clarence. Okay. So, he's taking a lot of shots to the head. Dana,
You or Dana White?
both. He's kind of like he's in 4th grade.
Also.
Just the way he's very emotional.
Of
He
course.
reacts. I appreciate it from one standpoint. Because you don't have any other fucking owner that's crazy and just speaks his mind. You know where you stand with this man.
Mark Cuban comes to mind. He's
Yeah,
like one guy
yeah, that's true.
out there.
I take that back. But he doesn't own the whole organization. He just owns one franchise or a team.
True.
That'd be like who? I don't know. Who owns all the other organizations? Stern? Is he
David
the guy?
Stern? Yeah.
For basketball, football,
Something like that.
some other guy.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter. It's not important, but yes. Just yes. Justin Cornell, do you think Dana White is a greaseball trying to grease his pockets?
No, he's a
No.
businessman.
He's a businessman.
Yeah.
Ryan Smith, which of the following will sell more pay-per-views? Jones versus Weidman with Pettis Aldo as the co-main event?
Okay.
Or Jones versus Velasquez with Weidman versus Machida as the co-main event?
The first one.
Okay, done. More, just we gotta go to a speed round.
I don't know.
Dino Turkic has a paragraph here, so
Oh, Jesus.
I'll
God
go.
damn you, Dino.
Son of a bitch. Have you noticed a slight but real downward spiral the UFC has experienced lately? Between losing 2 of the top draws in GSP and Anderson Silva, UFC is left with John Jones and Ronda Rousey as their top 2 money athletes. Compound that with Jones already complaining that the UFC doesn't really promote him, the fact that the next Ronda McMann bout has received hardly any media exposure, and that Dana White is battling and feuding with his remaining top talent in Overeem, Melendez, Diaz, and others. It doesn't really look well and is providing a competition in Bellator and World Series of Fighting to step up and scoop up some of their top-tier talent, along with subpar fighter pay, sponsor restrictions, watered-down content. It really seems the UFC has been slipping in a big way. Thoughts?
Well, we kind of touched on it earlier. I just don't think these other orgs can afford all these big name fighters. They might be able to take 1 or 2. So that's the problem is the UFC has all the cards in their favor.
Literally, because there's one every week.
Yeah, and they can do whatever they want. And I don't think it's necessarily right or wrong, but he's a businessman. We don't know the numbers. I don't know, what XYZ is worth. So he must know. And, also if he's cranky, sometimes he doesn't give a shit. So fuck you. I don't know. I think they need to do something, but I'm worried that you're right, that it's way, way, way oversaturated, and there might be a shrinkage coming soon.
I think a shrinkage would be good.
Yeah.
Like going into cold water.
Correct.
My cock?
Acorns?
Shrinkage.
Turtle.
Yes. It's all about turtling. That's a jiu-jitsu thing, right?
Correct.
Good. Darius Olison says, give me a shout out and check out my photography on flickr.com/photos, the 59 Echo Ease. I'm going to just put it right up there.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Get a shorter URL, goddammit.
Pictures of ladies and stuff.
Do something like short.
Yeah. Just short. It says also, with the current trend of cards with all decisions wins, the last card being UFC Fight Night having 11 out of 12 fights go to decision, do you think the UFC will finally realize more isn't always best and will scale back their roster/events? Used to be an event when a pay-per-view was happening, even though there were 2 or 4 weeks apart, the cards were great. Yes. It used to be great. Now, not so much. Justin Dr. Brown Carter, what the fuck? Dana doesn't sign Ben Askren because he hasn't fought anyone, but signs a guy who has 4 fights and whose opponent record is combined 9 and 19. Thoughts? Talking about who's it, Pat Cummings?
Yeah, but they need an opponent for Cormier.
Yeah, short notice fight. You need someone to step up. And you don't want to taint any of the other guys to take a fight on, a week's notice?
Yes.
Yeah. And Askren, he wasn't fucking exciting, so they're not going to bring him in. He's like John Fitch.
Right. They just hired a lamb to the slaughter.
Right.
Will probably win.
Yes, more than likely.
It's going to fuck everything up.
Jeff Ellsbury. Eric Silva's heel kicks, were they overrated or do they deserve the Dana White sweet lovin'?
They were good. I liked it.
Stephen Bubby Belstra. Do you think the UFC could benefit from having no rounds and no time limits?
No.
No? But I would be open to that if I had 3 days to watch an event. There'd be some long fucking...
I still like the 10-minute first round. I'm a big fan of that. I think it opens up things where... I know it's not good for TV and all that, but the 10-minute first round, I think it makes it more interesting. Because the grappling becomes more important, and then also stamina, because, like if you have a slow starter, you could just get steamrolled, because another 5 minutes is a long time.
And then they have a 3-second ground rule.
Okay.
You have to ground for 3 seconds. Oh, stand them up.
Maybe.
Moving right along. No. Boots Miner. Does MMA have any chance of becoming an Olympic sport?
No.
I think it does. The year 2040. Josh Conway. What do you think about if Silva heals and comes back and has a fight with Nick Diaz? Good match for both of them. Stand-up war. Diaz gets crazy marketing, and Silva gets to show his stand-up at least one more time before he retires.
I like it because Diaz likes to take the leg kick, so there's probably no chance of Silva breaking his leg again.
No.
So Diaz just gives no fucks
fun fight.
about the leg kick, and plus all the shit talking that would. Yeah.
And Diaz is so tough.
Set it up.
You're not gonna knock him out.
I like it.
John J. Bob, do you think Ronda deserves to be in the discussion for the top 10 pound for pound?
No.
Top
10?
Oh, yeah, top 10. The discussion.
Top 10. Sorry, I said top 5.
Yes.
Top 10, yes.
Mark Zidoff. How did you guys come up with the concept of MMANUTS? We'll start there. He's got 2.
I think this was asked before a while back. We just sat around one day and, I don't know, we decided to try to do like a show randomly because we were interested in MMA and just chatting about it. And, I don't know, the show kind of just happened. We decided to do it. And here we are 4 years later, still doing it.
How did you get started and how much work is involved in an episode from beginning to end? Well, from beginning to end, it's literally all week I'm reading articles and trying to pick out the most interesting. So if we have 5 or 6 news stories, I'll probably have 12 to 15 news stories and then editing them down for what is the most interesting or, they have some conversation going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as the show, a lot of my Sunday gets eaten up researching, putting together the slideshow or whatever, and then the editing the next day. It kind of depends on how the computer and Final Cut Pro want to react to the show. Because sometimes the computer can be a cut, and 2 to 3 hour edit session can be 3 to 6 hour edit session.
Yeah.
It kind of depends on that, but it never feels like work, so it doesn't really matter.
That's good.
You can take naps on Mondays, yeah.
Lucky you.
No good. Man, get some bone pool. Marry, fuck, kill.
I'm worried.
Yeah, you should be. Hannibal, Hendo, or Diaz brothers. Both Diaz count as one. Example, if you marry one Diaz, you must marry the other. I just get fucked by all of them and have a cum Sunday.
There you go. It sounds cool.
With the cherry on top? I don't know. Yeah. Frank Fleming. How does going to Bellator make any sense for Melendez? And do you think Cesar Gracie is fucking up his fighters' careers since the always seem to be some issues happening?
Yes.
It's
it
problems.
doesn't make any goddamn sense.
No.
But whatever.
Where else is he going to go? World Series of Fighting? I mean, it's fucked up.
Doesn't make sense.
He just about beat Ben Henderson, you know?
Top level guy. Arguably 1, 2, 3 in the world at 55, and what? He can't get a contract? Give me a break.
Yeah. Steve Mountford. How could GSP keep his belt when he clearly lost all 5 rounds in his last fight?
Ah, come on.
Yeah, that's nonsense. Justin Coleman. Why do Pride fighters have such a hard time adapting to the UFC? It's called the juice. No juice, no good for you in the UFC.
I agree.
Edna White G. When you first started following a sport, did you ever imagine it would become what it is today? Do you like it more or less than when you started following it? I like it less. I never thought it would get this big. Everyone always says that. Less because style versus style was interesting as fuck back in the day. It was always, you know, okay, Royce Gracie and Jiu-Jitsu, how do I beat this, right? And now it's almost like every style is the same because you've blended everything together with some exceptions. You
athlete versus athlete.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, but you do have the Machida, which is his own uniqueness.
Mm-hmm.
Cruz.
That's less and less, though.
Yeah.
Starting to see that less and less.
Yeah. So I guess on some aspect you should appreciate these guys, even though I don't like that style, but you don't want to see the same thing from everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked it more, I think, back in the day. And then Etna White G follow-up, or another question. If you could add or change any rules to the way UFC fights or MMA fights in general are fought, what would you change?
10-minute first round, and they should allow kicks to the head.
Yep, soccer kicks, elbows from any position. Doesn't matter, 10-6, 4-2, I don't give a shit. Just fucking throw away. And Bisbing.
The
Bisbing!
Bisping!
Someone
Someone in the crowd can just yell it, Bisping!
Anybody can yell it. Dude, start kick away. And I will Brazilian pronounce your name. Rodrigo Machado. Take that. I command you to feel the power of Brazil.
Okay.
Do you think that the Brazilian fighters are overpowered fighting in the home country?
My balls are tingling.
And do you think it's time for Brazil to have their own division and belts?
No, they're not overpowering, and no, they don't need any more belts and divisions.
They're awesome. Especially when they win, but when they lose, they like lots of excuses.
Yeah, they need to stop with that.
Yes.
Just take your loss like a man.
Yes. The Chris Weidman, I know it lose to him.
Mm-hmm.
As a fluke.
Yeah.
Or whatever he said.
Called delusional. I'm scared. We have some sort of photo there. What is that?
That just takes us right into the knowledge.
Okay.
The knowledge.
Who won the T-shirt?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think? Okay. Brazil.
The questions were all kind of like sort of, nothing really stuck out for me.
Going through, searching. I don't know. You tell me. I don't.
They're pretty. Pretty. My vote goes for the last question, or maybe.
Done, because then we'll get the ship to Brazil.
Okay, cool.
Rodrigo Machado, you're the winner.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Tell him what he's won.
You've won nothing! You won an MMANUTS t-shirt, so either direct message me your address, medium, large, or extra large size, or email us at fans@mmanuts.com.
Yes.
Cha-ching! Right into knowledge. So I saw this cool tat. It was posted the other day. It was a Street Fighter tat for the Daoism character. The guy has these like super long feet.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, cool. That's badass.
That's pretty legit.
I like that.
A pretty good tat.
Yeah. Like from Street Fighter, like 4,
Yes,
5,
yes.
6, whatever. That guy
Something
with
like
the
that.
crazy.
I was never good at that game.
Me neither.
I couldn't
Killer Instinct was my game. The school people.
Oh.
With that shit.
I think I have that on my
90,000 combo. I don't remember how to do any of it. There's the combos.
mash
are
buttons.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I finally did something. That was also back in the day when there wasn't the internet and you had to somehow discover the moves.
Correct.
Like, what the fuck is, or you buy a magazine that would, oh my
Yeah.
god, this is how you do
Well, you know a guy who knows
Yeah.
all the moves.
Yeah. I knew that guy.
Yeah.
He knew all the moves.
Oh yeah.
I would just watch him play.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty cool.
It was.
Anything
it?
else going on?
Nah, I gotta pee really bad.
Shut it down.
That's been this week's edition of MMANUTS. My name's Ingo Weigold.
Matt Griffith.
See you next time.
Thanks
Ronda
for
Rousey.
playing.
Sarah McMann. Watch it.
Break your arm. Wipe your ass. Off
Smoke grass.
Yeah. Wipe your ass. What? How's your salad?